In today's video, we're going to make a tabletop out of these two slabs of spalted maple. This is going to be a ton of fun. Before you start to join these two slabs together, you want to make sure that they have been planed. Now, I've already planed these two slabs, but just make sure that they don't have any twists or warps or cups. Now, once you've made sure that both of these slabs are planed, you want to figure out which edges you want to connect. So what I like to do, since this is going to be live edge tabletop, this edge right here has a lot more curvature. It has these really cool knots. And so I want to keep this live edge. This live edge back here is much more straight. Similarly, this live edge right here is pretty straight, and this has a little bit more of a curve. So what we're going to do is essentially connect this edge to this edge, and we'll keep these live edge pieces out here, these live edge sides out here. In order to make some straight cuts on this slab, I'm using this jointing jig. What this is doing is clamping down our slab, which doesn't have any straight edges. It's clamping it down to a piece of plywood that has a perfectly straight edge that we can ride along the fence. So as I slide the slab down the table saw, the blade is essentially referencing against the straight plywood edge. One safety tip to keep in mind is that we have a lot of table saw blade exposed here. So watch your fingers, watch your hands, be super careful when you're making this cut. Okay, so we've cut off one live edge from each one of these slabs, and it is a perfect seam. There is not any kind of like rock back and forth, so that's really, really good. Unfortunately, this is an easy problem to fix, but this slab is a little bit thicker than this slab. So we're just gonna take this over to the planer and take away a little bit of thickness. Everything prepped for the glue up. Now, a proper wood glue up is actually stronger than wood. So in other words, if you glue two pieces of wood together and then break it, the wood will actually break before the glue joint breaks. But in the interest of overkill, since these slabs are pretty heavy, I'm gonna put a few dowels in here along the joint to reinforce. This will also help guide the glue up and make sure when it dries, everything stays straight, everything stays true. So I have a 1/2 inch dowel here, and I'm going to use this super handy dowel jig to line up all my holes. If you are interested in getting this jig, I'll leave a link in the description. It's not sponsored, but it is a pretty helpful tool. So it was like, at the time I bought it, maybe $25 on Amazon. Pretty good investment, especially if you don't have a biscuit jointer. All right, time for the moment of truth. Okay, so I have all of my dowels lined up in each of the holes, so it lined up well. That's good. That's really, really good. Before I close this gap, I'm gonna go ahead and fill this. I'm gonna go ahead and use Tite Bond 3. I don't think that's necessary. You could use Titebond 2. Titebond 3 is the waterproof glue, but I'm gonna go ahead and use that just because, you know, you never know in a workshop what could get on top of a table. So we're gonna put this fill with Titebond 3 and then clamp it together. Hey, while I'm finishing up this tabletop, if you could do me a huge favor, and it's free for you, if you could hit the like button that is right down here at the bottom of your screen. It's totally free. It doesn't affect you at all. It just helps me out and lets YouTube know that I'm making good content. Hey, thank you guys so much. We'll finish up this tabletop. I'm going to go ahead and end this video right here, but I'm going to be making future videos about how I finish this tabletop, how I build the legs for the table. I don't want to make you guys sit around and watch like a 2-hour video on building this table. So I'm going to break it up into a few different parts. So if you're interested in seeing me finish this table, hit the subscribe button, and that way you'll be sure to see future videos of me finishing up this tabletop. Hey, thank you so much for checking out this video. Talk to you soon.